Hello friends, how is everybody doing today? I want to show you a new flower. So for our series of crafts to make and sell, or on the couch crafts to make and sell, video number 2 showed you these loop flowers. Video number 3 showed you the yo-yo flowers. Video number 4 we did the ruffle flowers. Video number 5, we showed you the rosettes. And then for number 6, we showed you these beautiful round flowers, except for I used pearls and buttons, but here we use rhinestones. And they all have lace bottoms, so a cute little accent for those. Today I want to show you some flowers I'm actually making for a wedding, and I thought I was supposed to make this actually last week, but time flies, you know. So these are some of our shabby flowers. There's 2 different variations here. We have the larger one with the button, and then a smaller one with just a little pearl. So there's a couple different types here. So I used foam and cardstock backing, and then for this one I just added a little cheesecloth. This one I didn't add anything yet because they're going to be used for hair barrettes. So there you go. All right, so let's get started here. I have a 2-inch circle here. This is just cardstock. I have some, these are supposed to be 2 by 2 fabric squares. I don't even know what size they are. I just kind of randomly cut them. And then let's see here. I have some made here for you, but I'm going to show you how to make this. So, all right, so we're going to take our little square. These don't really look square, huh? So we're not going to do a perfect triangle. We're going to take these and we're going to fold one of the corners up, little off center here. So if you can see, just like that. And then we're going to take this right side here, this bottom part, fold it up to match the first triangle, the first tip here, right? We're going to fold it up, right? And we're going to take this one and then this piece here and then just fold it over, right? We have a little flower here. Just give it a little glue. And we'll put that aside. You don't need a lot of glue. Okay, so we'll try that one. We'll do it again here. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to fold it up, right? We're going to off center it on the here. Fold this up again. And we're going to take this side here and then have the 2 ends meet. So we're folding them over again, right? And this is not exact science. You'll find that you're just going to, you know, do them your way. They pretty much, when you're putting all the flowers together, you'll see that everything just blends. So don't go crazy. Don't think too hard about it. Just fold and glue. You know, again, look. You know, and if the sizes are a little off, you see here, there's a little, you can go at the end and just trim all the way around. So when you're making these, do not think too hard about them. You can't go crazy because you're trying to make a whole bunch. So you know, thinking too hard about the folding and everything is just gonna, you know, drive you crazy. So I made some so you don't have to watch me glue all of them. So I'm just gonna take my circle, put a little glue bead around here, and then I'm just going to start sticking some on here. A little tip, if you want to make them thicker, I have the sheer fabric that's very thin, right? If you want to make them thicker, you can double up and fold 2 pieces of the fabrics if you want to make them a little thicker, because sometimes you would just need, you know, a little, you know, you want to just do 1 row. If you're doing a smaller circle, you could make, you could double up on these, on the fabrics. So we're not going to think too hard about these. We're just going to stick them around, right? And there's always going to be one side that's, you know, wider than the other. So we're just gluing them on, right? So when you're mass making these, just putting a glue as far around as you can and having these made ahead of time. So if you're just sitting one night on the couch, just cut your squares. And you can cut squares for a multitude types of fabrics. Just grab a bunch of fabric scraps, right? Take your fabric scraps and you just cut your squares. And then the next night sit, right? The next night sit and do your flowers. So this way it's a big time saver. It's a little pre-work, right? So we just went around, we added some flowers here on the inside. So we did like a little bit of a second row here. Oh, I have some more here. All right. These got stuck to a piece of paper here. So we're just going to keep adding, right? I'm going to add some more of these guys in there. And you can add as much as you want, right? You can keep going around if the thicker your flower will be, right? So this one is a lot thicker because I just added more. I did about 3 or 4 rows. But for these guys, you don't have to add as much, right? So here's our flower with all our little pieces. And you can tell it's uneven because I just quickly went around and added, you know, the fabrics. So now she's ready for a little button. Let's see, let's pick out some buttons for her. Let's see, what kind of button should we pick? Okay, so I'm just going to pick this little button here, just for now, right? So I'm just going to glue down my button. This button has a pretty thick hole here, so I'm just going to cut it to make it a little more flat. So, all right, we made it flat. I'm just going to glue the back of my button. And then we're going to add our little button. And you can add whatever. You can always add some buttons, some pearls. You can add beads. You could add whatever you want. It's just, you know, I'm just doing this for your video here to make you guys don't have to sit and watch me. But how easy is that, right? And again, you could sit on one night. The other night I cut my squares for these flowers. I sat and cut circles for my yo-yo flowers. And I cut strips, just a whole bunch of strips of fabric, tons of strips for these flowers. And I just sat and did some fabric cutting, right? So the loop flowers, you would need a lot, you know, longer piece of fabric, or strips. But for these guys, you can make a whole bunch by sitting and pre-cutting your fabrics, your circles, your strips, or your squares, right? So if you're sitting, you can cut them in all different colors, right? And these are like a dark pink color, right? Pinks. And then I have a whole bunch of these, tons of these for these flowers because I've been making them, right? So you can sit, right? Grab your fabric and then just sit and watch TV. And the next night when you're ready, once you have your fabric cut, your strips, your squares, your circles, you can sit and make all your flowers the next night. So one night I'm going to make my rosettes. And then the next night you could say, okay, well, I'm going to make my ruffles. So each night you can sit and make a different type of flower. So this one we made in what, just a couple of minutes. right? The hardest thing is getting your pieces pre-cut, and then you're good to go. So cut a whole ton of these, and you can add the pearls, right? You can add buttons, you can add whatever you want. And these can be added, yo-yo flowers are very popular to add right to your snippet rolls. Here I have one here, right? I add a ruffle flower to all of my snippet rolls and just about everything that we do. And each one of these flowers, if you are planning to make and sell these, these flowers are very, I picked these flowers because they're quite versatile. So you know, a hair barrette, you can add them as corsage flowers. You can put them, these are quite thin. You can add them into your journals, right? And then like these we make a lot for corsages, but you can use these, add them to purses. You can add these to gifts, right? You can put them on tags in your journals. How cute, you could put this onto a tag. These are really wonderful. I just wanted to share with you these flowers for today because I actually promised you guys I was going to make them last week, and I forgot. I didn't forget. I was too busy making snippet rolls. If you guys want to know, this is like a huge snippet roll. So that's what I've been actually doing. And I've been making flowers for a wedding. So I had gotten this cheesecloth at Joanna's. It comes in a big piece. And this is like a cream colored cheesecloth. You can get it in white. You can get it in, you know, whatever color. And you can also dye these. So if you wanted them to be in different colors, cheesecloth is a very easy thing to dye. So, and then I just cut out little, when you're cutting out your fabrics at night, these you don't have to cut in perfect circles. You could just, you know, tear them, you could whatever. And they're really pretty underneath the flower. They add a nice little accent to the bottom. So I just wanted to show you that. And that's pretty much it. But I wanted to show you guys our new friends we have in town in our studio. These are for all you gnome lovers, these are our new Valentine's Day gnomes that we have. We have a bunch of, these are couples, so they're sold together. But we have now a bunch of single gnomes, and we have a few more couple. I think we have some more left. But these are our Valentine gnomes, and they're just cute. I can't stand these guys. They're just so awesome. They're so much fun. So these are our new little studio friends. I want to share that with you guys. So, okay. Our new little friends are going to go away. So I hope you guys plan to, for the new year, make some extra money. Look how pretty these are. And these are all, these flowers are, you can make them any size. Whatever, it's up to you. You can sell them in sets. You know, like we have them in sets of 5. Some of these we have in sets of 6. So selling these are really, really such a great idea if you're looking for something to start. Everybody, a million people are selling scrunchies. So these are actually, especially now that spring is coming, there are a lot of events. You know, there's communions, confirmations, there's all kinds of events. So these are really awesome to have in your pocket to learn how to make these. So I hope if I've inspired just one person, then I'm very happy about that, because you know, we're all sitting on the couch these winter days. Why not? Even if you want to make them for yourself, or you want to make them for your own journals, your friends or family. So I hope these videos help you guys and inspire you, because that is our main goal here, is to get you inspired to look at all the wonderful things that you can do and make. Not a lot of time, not a lot of fabric, not a lot of money that is spent on these. So I've listed the estate sale website, and Go check out your local estate sales. You can get a lot of really wonderful fabrics, you know, for pretty much nothing. And your local Goodwill stores, thrift stores, antique stores have lots of really great vintage fabrics. So if you get a chance, check out my vintage haul. I have 2 vintage haul videos I had just posted, and check them out to see all the really awesome things that you can get there. And like I said, for pretty much nothing. So anyway, please subscribe, and that really helps us out a lot. And thank you so much, everybody, for your support. We will be announcing the end of the month our February winner giveaway. So keep your eye out for that. And thank you so much. And I will be talking to you real soon. We have lots of great things that we want to show you guys to make. So you guys take care, and I will be talking to you real soon. Thank you.